we're going to be talking about litigation funding. Have you ever considered taking someone to court but then backed out because the costs and the risk were just too great for you? Yeah? Is that you? Well, this presentation may help you get the legal satisfaction you deserve with no financial risk. This is Tom. Tom is the CEO of a medium-sized company.
Tom knows everything about running his company. But once in a while, things don't go to plan. Companies that Tom was relying on do not perform and cause a big loss. Tom knows that if he pursued the case through litigation, he would have a very good chance of winning. However, Tom also knows that his shareholders are always looking at the bottom line, and Tom knows that his lawyers are expensive, and that will affect profits. So what does Tom do? Well, Tom probably does exactly what you do. Writes angry letters, gets hot under the collar, then calms down, shrugs his shoulders, and gets back to business. Poor old Tom.
This is Bobby. Bobby's a lawyer.
Tom often phones to ask Bobby's advice about litigating against companies. Bobby advises that these cases have great merit, and if they were to proceed, that there's a good chance that they would win and be able to get compensation this time.
Now, Bobby knows that Tom will ask for a cost estimate, and that he will consider it to be too much. Tom will then ask Bobby to work on a contingency basis or reduce her fees. But Bobby's firm hasn't got enough cash to agree to that, so the litigation is shelved.
Poor Tom, poor Bobby. They're both losing out in their own way through lack of capital. If only there was a way to fund the litigation.
This is Georgina. Georgina is a litigation funder.
Tom and Bobby prepare the case files, and they give the details of the case to Georgina, asking for assistance in funding the case. Georgina says thank you, and then goes away to assess the merits of the case, assess how much the costs are likely to be, how much any settlement could be, and the viability of enforcement. Georgina can then make a judgment on the potential profit arising as the difference between the costs involved and the likely settlement value.
Georgina employs many lawyers and experts who have great experience in such cases. She takes a dispassionate view of the litigation as an asset and makes a rational decision about how much capital to inject into that asset in order to get an acceptable return. She will pay for the costs of litigation in return for a percentage of the settlement award.
Tom is happy. He's able to pursue the people who did not perform. Tom's shareholders are happy because the costs of the litigation do not affect the profits of the company, and there is the possibility of a windfall income in the future. Bobby's happy. At last she can do what she does best, and that is to be a lawyer, representing her clients.
Georgina is happy. She's made an investment on which she expects to make a good return. If you'd like to know more about litigation funding, then please have a look at our website blogs on www.lsrservices.com/news. LSR Services is the leading provider of litigation research services in Asia, working for lawyers, claims handlers, and insurers worldwide when they are considering or actively pursuing litigation against Asian companies.